Hey everyone, Justin here, and I have another fishing report for you here for Lake St. Clair. It's been about 2 weeks since I did a report, and honestly I didn't have a ton to report that has changed. But I do want to update everybody and let them know that we are in the full-blown spawn for the smallmouth bass. Guys have been doing extremely well up in Muscatine, down along the mile roads in L'Anse Creuse Bay. There's fish being caught up in Anchor Bay, Bouvier Bay, up in Fairhaven. You know, generally any of those shallow, sandy, hard, firm bottom areas, you're going to find bedding smallmouth right now. We happen to have like the perfect conditions of water temp and full moon hit all at the right time, and we literally just had a big giant push. A lot of 4, 5, and 6 pound fish being caught right now. Guys are having a tremendous time right now. You know, in the next 5 to 10 days though, we're going to start seeing those fish transition to that post spawn period. And there's even some fish right now that are already in that period that spawned a little bit early. So if I was going to be heading out, which hopefully if I don't get too many pop-up showers this afternoon, I'm going to get out for a quick little fun trip off the Point of Metro, and I'll get to what's going on off Point of Metro there for you shore guys, what's going on there. But you know, as they get into that post-spawn mode, start looking towards the, you know, the 6 to 8 to 10 foot, you know, areas, those same places you would find them in that deeper pre-spawn area. You should be able to find those fish there. If you're looking at those spawners, Ned rig with a TRD or an angler's choice Ned hog, great baits to throw at these guys. Drop shots, tubes, just all the classic, you know, spawning stuff that we would throw. They've been producing very well. Swim baits have been a very popular bait for guys, especially on those windier days where you can't, you know, spot these beds and fish for them. They're fan casting the area with moving baits. You know, the swim baits, chatter baits, spinner baits a little bit here and there. Some guys are running square bills every now and again. But that's it for, you know, the bass. I mean, that's what's going on. For you guys wanting northern pike, the fishing has been really good actually up on the flats and also around the Metro Park, in L'Anse Creuse Bay, all the way down the beacons, along the grass beds in that 4 to 8 foot range, off the Point of Metro. Trust me, shore guys, I'll get to the details on what's going on at Metro. It has been crazy. And for you guys that want to stay up in Anchor Bay area, there's a few there, but your best place is up on the north shore of Anchor Bay, past Lottie View, past Brandenburg, well, basically from Brandenburg over to Grassy Island, where those really good weed beds form. Those are where you're going to want to go after them. If you're chasing panfish, your bluegill, they should be starting to spawn by now. If you haven't found any, there should be some around in the canals, the backwater areas, up on the flats and the marshy areas. You can locate a lot of bluegill in those areas as well. If you're looking for crappie, crappie's been very spotty. There has been a few caught up on the north end in that cooler northern sections, but all in all, you know, it's normal for the summertime that you don't have massive schools or massive areas where guys run into them. So the crappie bite's been a little bit slower. If you're wanting to chase yellow perch, there really hasn't been a ton of guys chasing them. I've been hearing guys here and there catching them. There's a few caught in the South Marina over in the Metro Park. So if you're shorebound, you might have an opportunity there. Just keep in mind, if you're only able to fish on the weekends, those marina areas inside Metro Park, you're not going to be able to fish because everybody's using the docks. So stay away from those areas so you don't get harassed by the parks workers. They don't like people fishing around the boats, and you probably shouldn't be doing that either. That's people's property. But if you're stuck at Metro, I'm going to get to it. Stick with me. I'm going to cover what's going on the point. I just want to talk a walleye really quick. For walleye guys, what can I say? It is stupid easy right now. Literally everybody that comes in the shop is laughing at literally having limits done in 20, 30 minutes. I had a guy come in today, said he was done in 12 minutes. I'm not kidding you, 12 minutes, 4 guys up in the St. Clair River. I had a text from a buddy that literally had his limit done in 30 minutes in Lance Cruz Bay in 8 feet of water, pulling harnesses. I mean, the fishing is just incredible. Even in the upper Detroit River in downtown Detroit, there's hardly anybody fishing there, but everybody that is absolutely crushing, you know, 15 to 22 inch walleye everywhere where you're going, from Port Huron down to downtown Detroit, out on Lake St. Clair, Lance Cruz Bay to Stony Point to the Thames. It seems like everywhere you go, there is just a bunch of walleye. It's pretty epic. Literally, I haven't seen walleye fishing like this since I was a very young kid on Erie, throwing Erie Deeries, 10 fish limit years. I mean, it's been a long time, early 90s, late 80s. I mean, I barely remember catching fish at that age, but I got pictures of me catching them, like the one here. That was on Tradewinds Charter. I don't know if they're still running or not, but they, Joe Weiss and all those guys were pretty good guys. But yeah, now, shore guys, I know I've teased you long enough. You want to know what's going on. Well, guess what? All you need to know is topwater, grubs, blade baits. Those 3 things. Take those out to the point of Metro, morning, noon, and night. You're going to have action. Now, what are you going to catch? Sheephead, rock bass, white bass, largemouth, smallmouth, northern pike, muskie, walleye, early and late on the walleye, and depending on the wind. The shore fishing at Metro has been absolutely stellar. If you don't know where to go, find those docks out in that end where it's deep, and you should have some good action. All in all, guys, I mean, this is the heydays of the year. I mean, this is the easiest fishing you're going to have over the next 2 to 3 weeks out here. Come out, enjoy it, take the kids out fishing. We got free fishing weekend. I believe it's June 9th and 10th. If I'm wrong on the date, I'll post it up in the video down below right here. So if you're not from here, you don't want to buy a Michigan license, or maybe you can't afford that $26 license, but you want to go out for a day, that's the weekend to go. There should be plenty of fish going at Metro, even on that weekend. Even though the smallmouth and largemouth might be in that post-spawn funk, the white basses are going to be going, the pike are going to still be going, and we have a cold front coming this weekend. And honestly, I'm welcoming this cold front because I can't stand 80 and 90 degree weather. I love 60s, I love 70s, I love those low 80s without a lot of humidity. So I'm going to enjoy the next week with the cooler temps. You might have a little bit of slump when it initially hits, but everything will stabilize and the fishing will remain very, very good. Couple of housekeeping things. You guys know that I work at Sportsman's Direct. We do have golden shiners in. We have emerald shiners in. It's a mixture of size, from walleye size to small perch minnows. And we have crawfish. Both stores have all of this. Our Salford store at 45200 Jefferson Avenue. Hopefully I got that address right. Sometimes I mix up the 5 and a 2. If I didn't, I'll post it on the bottom, or I'll post it up there anyways. And also at our 16 in Jefferson store, 38989 Jefferson Avenue, just north of the Metro Park entrance, right next to the Valero, which has ethanol-free gas and the car wash there. So if you're on the fence about going fishing, get off of it, get out here, enjoy Lake St. Clair. And if you want to stay up to date on what's going on out here, make sure you hit the like button down below, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and pound that bell so you get a message every time I post a brand new video. Looks like I might get a little pop-up shower. Got to cover the boat up just for a little bit. I'm going to hook her up, and I'm going fishing in between the storms. Later, guys.